That's fun. Are we drinking? Yeah! My people, I love drinking so much. I have a new favorite town to drink in America. Anyone ever drank in Dayton, Ohio? I love drinking in Dayton, Ohio. It's my favorite place. If you've never been, oh my gosh, the first time I ever went, I was at the hotel bar, surprise, I love drinking. And I was at a high top with a friend of mine, and we were both having a salad, which is the most tragic part of this story. And this fat guy walks in. I can say that, I'm not offending anybody? Great, so this fat fuck walks in. It's so mean, I'm kidding, it's so mean. He goes to the bar, and he buys 3 shots. And he walks him over to our table. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I love Dayton, Ohio. Then he downed all 3 shots in front of us. All 3 shots. Hero. The balls on a guy to walk up to a table filled with women and take the drink, because you know we thought it was for us. You know we did. But no, not in Dayton, not from that guy. Then he pulled up his own stool, confident. Took off his prosthetic leg. I'm not lying. Put it on the table in between our salads, tragic. And grabbed a pack of cigarettes out of his prosthetic leg, because that's where we're keeping them now. And was just like, you ladies ain't from around here. I was like, no, sir, no, we are not. He was like, I work at the gas station across the street. I was like, very cool. He goes, yeah, my name is Chuck. I was like, of course it's Chuck. He was like, I'm on my 15-minute break. Downing 3 shots? I met my soulmate. What? Are you kidding me? Dude, I got into comedy to drink on the job, and this guy's doing it for real? Oh, I love it. I love drinking. I like going to local bars. Yeah, I love local dive bars because it's a place where people who wouldn't normally hang out become bar buddies, and then they say things to each other they shouldn't. Oh, I love that. I was in Austin talking to these 2 dudes, and we introduced ourselves properly. They told me what they do for a living. They're solar panel fixers. I don't know much about this. They go around making sure that solar panels work. Great. Seems like something we need for the future. Thank you so much. And then we kept drinking, and we got into conspiracy theories. Yeah, this is a good bar topic. I love this. And they told me they don't believe in the moon landing. Yeah, and I was like, what? You don't believe in the moon landing? Does anyone in here? It's okay, that's fair. You don't, right? And I get it. I can see both sides of this story, right? Because we haven't been since the late 70s. So depending on your age, it's like, if a tree falls in a forest and no one's there to see it, did I really suck that guy's dick? I get you. But I personally believe that we did. I personally believe that we did. Because I don't think all these other countries are just gonna let America get away with it. I don't. I think they'd find the evidence and they would tattle. But then the guy leans into me and goes, if I'm being honest with you, I don't believe in the moon. I was like, what? You work for the sun. I was like, what do you think it is? He's like, a projection. I was like, there are cave drawings of the moon. A projection takes electricity. You work for electricity. It's just nice to know I'm not the dumbest person I've ever met. And I'm pretty dumb. Yeah, growing up I was in ESL class. English as a second language. You wooed for that? English is my only language. Yeah, that's how dumb I am. But I believe in the moon. I believe in the moon. I do. Speaking of dumb things, does anyone here believe in astrology? I'm sorry. I mean, it's cute if you look at your horoscopes, that's adorable. That doesn't bother me. But I have a friend who believes in it too much. She believes in it way too much. She won't go on a date with a guy unless their signs match. She believes in it so much she changed her name to Rain. I don't know if that has to do with astrology, but it feels like it does. Based on your guys' like, oh, right? It feels like it does. Last time I asked her to hang out with me, she goes, I can't, the moon's in retrograde. That's too much. You're believing it too, it's running your life. It's like too much. I was like, Rain, what would you do if the whole world believed in astrology the way that you do? Like really believed, like took it into practice. She was like, oh, it'd be so beautiful. It'd be so serene. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't, right? Imagine you get in a car accident. You call your car insurance company up, and they're like, I'm sorry, we can't cover you today. The moon's in retrograde. You shouldn't have been driving. Right? Or you're like, oh, why is my car insurance more than his? Oh, it's because he's a Capricorn and you're a Sagittarius. So you're not reliable. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make practical sense. He's pointing at his wife. See, you gotta stop believing in this. I like it. It's true. Anyways, I'm saying all of this because imagine if my friend Rain married no moon man. Opposites attract. Right? You think your Thanksgivings are weird? Oh my gosh, imagine they're setting up the dinner table, putting out the knives and forks, all in love. And she's like, hold on, let's consult the stars. And he's like, okay, but that's it. There's nothing else up there, just the stars, right? Last time I told that story, some guy came up to me afterwards and he goes, you need to tell your friend Rain, it's Mercury that's in retrograde, not the moon. I was like, I'm sorry. Are you correcting me on something I don't believe in? I don't care. I don't care. And I don't mind that Rain's wrong. I actually love that she's wrong about something she believes in so much. Like the next time she tells me she can't come out because the moon's in retrograde, I'm like, yeah, let's stay inside. This sounds great. I don't know. Why do we feel like we have to tell each other everything? We don't. You guys, you can keep it a secret. Yeah, right? Like I walked into Rite Aid and I ran into an actor friend of mine and he was like, how are you doing? I said, good. How are you? And then he went into a 5-minute speech about how he's not getting enough respect for his website. What? What? No. If someone asks you how you're doing, just say good. Just say good. Don't go into your stupid shit. Don't start complaining. Especially don't complain about stupid shit. Right? Man. If you're one of those people who are like, oh, I have to tell my truth, I have to get it off my chest, then get in a relationship. That's what those are for. Those are the people you tell your dumb things to. Yeah. The amount of dumb things my husband hears from me. I talked to him for 10 minutes today about this ponytail. I know that's dumb. And I know he's gonna listen because he's a good husband. Yeah, and don't worry, he tells me dumb things too. Like I know way too much about Frisbee golf in Los Angeles. Do you know what this is? My husband plays Frisbee golf against trees. And then he comes home all excited about how he beat the trees. Yeah, that's what he talks to me about. Mm-hmm. And I don't mind it. I actually love the joy that it gives him. I don't mind it. But I also know I'm the right person for him to talk to about this. Right? Not somebody at a Rite Aid. This guy needs to go out and he needs to get laid. And I know him. He's like, all these women I date, they won't sleep with me. Yeah, because you're probably saying this stupid shit on first dates. Stop that, right? If you're on a date tonight, don't say any of your dumb things. Don't. Save it. Push it down. Push it all the way down into your ankle if you have to. Save it until you're married. Yeah, and then you'll know that Oak Grove is the best place to disc golf in Los Angeles. I love shedding my hair. I travel all over, and I'll just be in a rental car dripping my hair out the window. And I do it on purpose. I do it because I love true crime. I love Law & Order, SVU, and NCIS so much that I leave my hair everywhere I go. Because secretly I'm thinking, maybe one day someone gets murdered next to my hair. I know, it's terrible. I'm not murdering them in my mind. They're already getting murdered. It's just next to my hair, right? Like, I want the forensic guy to come in, find the body, figure out who did it, but also find my hair. Because I want to be interrogated. I want him to call me in and be like, ma'am, we found your DNA, and we found a lot of it. We think you're the first female mass murderess. And then in my imagination, Gibbs comes out of retirement to save me. And Olivia Benson's like, were you raped? And I'm like, maybe. Second episode, story arc. I'm actually supposed to be on NCIS this year. Well, it's to play a dead body, hold the applause. Yeah, it's to play a dead. What happened was, I love all these shows so much. And my husband and I have a mutual friend on NCIS, and she's a lead. So my husband randomly one day secretly videotaped me. And he was like, babe, what would you do if you got to play a dead body on NCIS? And immediately I started crying. I was like, it'd be so beautiful. Oh, it'd be so amazing. Dreams come true. And then he showed our friend this video. And she was like, oh, we're getting you on the show. Yeah, all you actors out here, I'm sorry if you're trying to get on TV, all you gotta do is send them a sad video. She was like, but you don't wanna just be a dead body. You wanna be an actor. You wanna have lines. And I was like, no. I just wanna be a dead body. I don't wanna read the script. I don't wanna know the secrets. I'm a real fan. I wanna find out how I die like everybody else. Yeah. I just want to be a naked Barbie on the thing with a light shining on all your private parts and Ducky to come in. That's all I want. She's like, okay, but it's really long days and it's cold. And I didn't know that. And she goes, yeah, and most of the actors fall asleep and they fart. Why aren't they showing us that in the bloopers? Why aren't they showing us that in the I would love to see. Oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot wait to tell you next year about the time I farted on NCIS. Because I'm doing it. I am doing it. Growing up, I went to a lot of different schools. And when I was really little, we used to go to Catholic schools. And in Canada, you don't pay for them. I know they're really expensive out here. Did anyone here go to a Catholic school growing up? Clap. You just raised your beer. Woo! Catholic schools. That's that priest wine. He gets it. Woo! Yeah. No, I liked it. I loved it. We used to do religion. We used to do these mass assemblies where we'd sing these songs, and I loved it. Like, I always felt like I was in Sister Act 2, just like, yeah, and channeling my inner Lauryn Hill. Let's go. I loved it so much. And we used to sing these songs, and I'm genuinely interested if you sang this song. This is the song we used to sing. It went like this. God's not dead. He's still alive. God's not dead. Did you sing this song? It's ringing a bell. It's ringing a bell? What is this song? What is this song? The next verse went, I can feel him all over me. Huh. Yeah. And that is the actual choreography that they taught me in second grade, was to thrust the Lord. Inappropriate, right? Yeah. We all know priests have been known to do some things, right? Which explains why the older boys used to sing the next part the loudest. It went like this. No, God's not dead, and then re-upped. Yeah. That is a real song you can buy today on iTunes. Yeah, we're canceling the wrong things. You seem mortified. I love it. Man, it's fun. I don't think they're getting away with that anymore. Like, I don't think they're teaching them the thrust anymore, right? So you can't get away with that anymore. You can't. And I think it's interesting the things you can't get away with. Like my favorite TV show growing up, Mr. Dress Up. Yeah, this is a Canadian classic kids show. Yeah, it's a show about an old man named Mr. Dress Up who takes his puppet child Penny to the tickle trunk to get changed for adventures. That was my favorite kids show. This is the show that taught me about math. It taught me about reading and what pedophilia is. Yeah, that was our show. Tickle Trunk. Who named it that? What writer was like, that's a good name for a kid? No, Tickle Trunk, no. No one ever got tickled at, by the way. Not that I saw. A tickle trunk is a red trunk with a bunch of yellow psychedelic flowers all over it. And every kid wanted one. Every kid, including me. I was like, Mom, can I have a tickle trunk? And she's like, no, we already have a gay kid. If you want to play dress up, just go in your brother's room and grab a boa. You can YouTube how to make your own tickle trunk. Yeah, we got to stop calling it a tickle trunk. Right? Unless it's your S&M box, that makes sense. But your kid's toy box, no. Stop calling it that. It's a bad word. I did learn stuff from this show, though. I really did. I learned that if I ever go to someone's house and they have a tickle trunk, I'm going to run. I'm out. Also, any guy with a puppet. A grown man with a puppet, red flag, get out. Yeah. My mom is so good, I never noticed I didn't have a dad, if I'm being honest. It never dawned on me as a kid. My mom crushed it. Single mom, single dad, she did it all. She did it all. And I think holidays are the best time for kids. Like, they're so fun until that moment when you find out it is all a lie. Yeah? Clap if you celebrate Christmas. Yeah. How old were you when you found out Santa wasn't real?
Like
12. 12? What grade is that? I was in 6th grade. Yeah, about the same? Yeah, that's too late. We learned it too late. Way too late. I was so mad when I found out. I remember my mom was laying in her bed. I don't know why everyone parented from their bed in the 90s, but they did. That's when you found out all the drama. Parents in bed, calling you in. And my mom was like, "Hun, I gotta tell you something. Santa isn't real." And I was like, "What? Why have you been lying to me about this?" And she was like, "It's the Christian way of teaching you about the Lord." I was like, "He's not real either?" And she was like, no, he is. And I was like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, God's not real. Do we have any other moms out here other than my own? We got a few. How many kids do you have? Let's go there. How many kids do you have?
3, actually.
You have 3 kids. Do you like them?
Love them.
No, I didn't ask if you love them. I asked you if you like them. Do you like them?
Like them.
You like them. Equally? Ooh, exactly. It's not true, Mom. She tries to say she loves us equally. I know I'm her favorite. I know it. I'm putting it on TV. I'm her favorite. Take that, siblings. Ha-ha! Get him! Get her! Footage her. She didn't nod her head no. Okay, so you have kids. You like them. I don't want to have kids. I don't. Woo! Yeah. So Los Angeles. Woo! If I was in the Midwest, they'd be like, I don't want to have kids. All my friends think that I should, though. They'll always be like, "You're so good with kids. You should have a baby." Just because I look like a mom doesn't mean I want to be a mom. They'll be like, "But you're so good. You're like so good." I am, by the way. But I'm also great at taking fat dumps, and I don't want to be a plumber. Right? None of you realize that's not how plumbing works? It's not how plumbing works. It's also not how parenting works. Anyone can be good with a kid for 5 minutes. Anyone. Like the guy who convinces a kid to get in his creepy van is probably good with a kid for 5 minutes. And I think we can all agree he shouldn't have kids. Right? Plus, it's never a cool mom like you that tells me to have kids. It's never a cool mom. It's always somebody who's like, so stressed out, we're potty training Leo, he just shit in the tub. It's a real thing a friend of mine said to me, that her kid shouldn't. Did you guys know babies shit in tubs? You did? I did not know this. What? That does not make me want to have kids. Plus, it sounds like we need more plumbers, not more parents. I don't want to have kids, but I like going to Target. If you come over to my house, there is a floor-to-ceiling wall of Legos. Just down to the floor, up to the ceiling, that I built. Yeah, I can't have kids. I gotta finish raising myself. But I love going to Target to get Legos. I love it. And I love watching kids lose their mind on their parents in that aisle. They're so mean, because Legos are so expensive. These kids are such brats. They're always screaming in there. One time I saw a kid kick his mom. I did not like this. I reached past that kid. I grabbed the Lego set that he wanted, put it under my arm, and I was like, "I have Lego money, bitch." And then I went home and built it. All those Legos in my house just built on kids' tears. No, I can't have kids. I don't wanna, here's what I do if I think that I'm pregnant, because there's a few of you out here who don't wanna have kids. This is not good, by the way. Heads up, not good. I just don't eat for 3 days. Yeah, because my thought process is like, kids need food to eat, right? It's terrible, it's the worst, it works, don't do it. But then if it survives, it's a champion. Right? Like, I'll keep a superhero. I just don't want one of those whiny baby brats. There's so many of them. Plus, I'm on birth control, so it'd be really impressive if it survived. My husband hates how I take birth control, because I give him eye contact. I'll be like this, say goodbye to Candace. He gets so mad, so mad. Sometimes I'm like, say goodbye to Jacob and Anthony. It would have been twins. Stop that, babe, stop that. It makes me not want to sleep with you. I win. We've been married for 10 years. I didn't want to sleep with him that night either. Why do you think I said it? I like living in LA, I really do. I'm happy right now, though, that there is not an election. Yeah, because Los Angeles, I'm sorry, you people do not know how to do elections. You're the worst at them, every time. Anytime there's an election out here, inevitably someone will come over to me and they'll be like, oh, that's that. I'm so mad, I'm moving to Canada with you. No, you're not. Well, I'm moving with, no, you're not. It's very hard to get your green card in Canada. Very hard. Kinda easy to get yours here. Yeah, it costs a lot of money and you have to speak English clearly. Don't get mad at me, that's literally 85% of your test. I didn't do it, you did. People in Dayton, Ohio would not get their green cards. But if you legally want to move to Canada for a green card, you have to prove that you have a job skill that we need. So ladies, you're beautiful. If you legally wanted to move to Canada to become a stripper, that's a real thing you can Google. You would have to send a naked photo of yourself to the government. Yeah, because they have to make sure you're gonna make money. Yeah, that means there's a man whose government job is to look at naked photos. What? What if he has a fetish? What are we gonna get, a bunch of big-footed strippers? I don't want that, that's weird. And I can't imagine the rejection letter. I'm sorry. You can't come to our country to get naked, eh? In a country, it's completely legal to walk around topless in certain parts of Canada. But I'm so sorry you're not pretty enough to get paid to do it. We have coin money, people, loonies and toonies, $1 and $2 coins. So strip clubs can be a sport, like very therapeutic. You'd be like, take that, Kennedy, don't give my husband a lap dance, yeah! But I'm so sorry, you're not pretty enough to get metal objects thrown at you? You guys think America's messed up. Canada has its problems. That's the only one. That's it, yeah. I got asked to do an American veterans military show across from the White House. Yeah, it was very cool, very good honor for a comic. Yeah, and I was like, you guys, I was like, are you sure? I'm not American. And they're like, yeah, we know. I was like, oh, we're taking your jobs. And then I got worried because I was like, oh no, I don't know that much about American military. But then I remembered, neither does most Americans. And it was fine, it was a great show, we had a blast, so fun. And afterwards, a bunch of the hot active duty veterans, like hot 20-year-olds. Did I say hot? They asked me if I wanted to go to the club afterwards. And I was like, oh, with the finest of America? Yeah, let's go. And we went, it was great. They took me to a great spot. It was playing late 90s music. That's my jam. I was like, this, yeah, so excited. And we opened the door onto the dance floor. No one is dancing. No one. All these bitches are on their phone just taking selfies of themselves to be like, look, I'm at the club. But they're not clubbing. Do you know what I mean? I got so mad. I walked past a chick, she was on her iPhone watching a TikTok video of someone fucking dancing. I want to slap that phone out of her face and be like, this is dancing, that's not dancing. But then I had to remind myself, if this is where she's getting her information from, she probably doesn't know she's supposed to dance at a club. She probably thinks she's supposed to be dancing at the mall, or on escalators, or anywhere someone's trying to get to work. And then I got sad. Because I was like, there's a whole generation of kids who have no idea what it's like to go clubbing. Yeah, like they don't know what it's like to just dance any way you want. Not this fucking paint by numbers bullshit. They don't know what it's like to be grinding with your girls. In your little semicircle that we do, right? And then some sweaty guy comes over to you. And you're in your circle and you feel his pogo stick. And you're just like, no, thank you. And then you and your girls do that rotation to get away from him. Yeah. They don't know. They're not getting roofied on escalators. They're never gonna know what it's like to go home with a stranger, where all you know about him is that you both like the Backstreet Boys, and that you were his one chance at proving he's not gay. But that is not how gay works. It's not how gay works. I have a TikTok, so I'm a hypocrite. I do, I have a TikTok. My husband hates it. He hates my he says I'm ruining his algorithm. Yeah, because I do videos and sometimes they go viral. And it's always a video of me making fun of him. Always. He'll come in he'll be like, babe, you're in my feed. I unfollowed you and you're still in my feed. Yeah, that's right, he unfollowed me, I still pop up. And I get it. You don't go on Instagram to look at your family, make fun of it. Like, I get it, I understand. He's going on to get away from me, I get it. But now that I have this information, I couldn't help myself. I just started posting videos that are me like, hey babe, remember you promised to hang up these hooks? You still haven't hung up these hooks. Come on, internet, help me hang. I'm trying. I'm putting his to-do list now on my TikTok. It hasn't worked yet. If it does, I'll post it. We don't fight, though. I have a great marriage. We don't fight. Woo, yeah, woo, you didn't believe me. We do. We have a great marriage. Yeah. We have a good marriage. I'm married. No, we don't fight. We don't fight because I do it for us. Yeah. We've been married so long that we both know what we're going to say. It's not worth it anymore. Plus, I'm more efficient. Last week I came home and the garbage wasn't taken out, and he had promised to take out the garbage. No one was home. No one. So I did the whole argument for us. By myself. I was like, babe, you didn't take out the garbage. Why can't you take it out? Because you promised to take it out. Well, you're such a strong, independent woman. Why can't you take it out? Because you never gave me the key to the gate, which is where the garbage is, which is on your list of things you've never done. Well, stop putting things on my list and maybe I'll get one done. We'll just get one thing done in your list and I'll stop asking. Get off my nuts. And then I laugh. I laugh every single time because he always says, get off my nuts. It's so accurate, and I'm never on them. Never. When am I on them, bro? Why do you guys say that? You're like, do you say that to her? Why do you say that? She's not on them. It's fun. Actually, that specific day, my husband came home. Argument done, right? He walks in. He just took the garbage out. I didn't have to do any of that. Yeah. It still was fun to do. I'm not mad that I did it. I enjoyed it. I am trying to be a better wife, though. I am. I'm trying. Is it working? No. Okay. Trying. I'm trying to be a better person. I really am. Like a, whatever. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard because I'm a little bit of a narcissist, which makes it hard to work on yourself. Because, like, what is there to fix?